Hello everyone and welcome to another Top 5 Records video. And today I'm going to be talking about the 5 best Queen live albums. And I think Queen have amazing studio albums, but when it comes to live shows there are very few bands who can nail what they were doing. So the experience of listening Queen live was the beginning of getting me hooked into Queen and actually getting me hooked into music. So no further waiting, I'm gonna kick this list off. And I'm gonna kick it off with a Blu-ray, namely Hungarian Rhapsody, Queen live in Budapest. And I'm holding the Blu-ray here because this is just the best way to listen and watch this show. The quality of this Blu-ray is incredible. The resolution of the audio is exceptionally high for a Blu-ray. You can even go to, I believe, 96,000. Resolution wise for Blu-ray, it's incredible. It goes beyond the regular Blu-ray. Also, this was shot on 35mm. It is a very interesting part of the Queen live magic tour from 1986. It's not the full show, but it contains very interesting moments. For example, Freddie Mercury trying to sing the Hungarian, I believe, anthem. The stadium is incredible. The atmosphere is incredible. And just seeing them on 35mm and the way it's recorded, I mean, a good quality Queen audio recording. It is just incredible. On number 5 spot, Queen Hungarian Rhapsody. I'm going to go over to the number 4 spot. Oh, I'm still doubting. I have them here listed, lying on the floor, doubting. And I'm going to go for definitely this one. Yeah, oh, it was a tough decision. Queen Rock Montreal. I mean, this show is awesome. This is a show recorded in 1981. This came right after their the Game tour. It has a very good set list, but to be quite frank, most of the Queen set lists don't have a lot of diversity. Queen doesn't often play deep cuts. They go for their hits, and they got a big load of hits, and some deep cuts, some cuts which have an exceptional live value, and some of the songs from the latest album. Now, this show was specifically recorded for a concert film on 35mm. There's also a beautiful Blu-ray of this show, which is really worthwhile. There are not a lot of good 35mm rock show Blu-rays, and Queen has 2 of them, so they're really worthwhile, and they are a magnificent experience. The sound quality of this might be the best sounding, definition-wise, Queen show you'll ever hear. The entire setup of this recording is so incredibly professional, and the evening of Queen, I mean, when they perform, I've listened to a lot of bootlegs, but they're almost always amazing. I mean, this is just an amazing band. Some evenings are better than others, but it's just one of the most amazing live bands ever. This particular night had some difficulties because the audience was rather being disturbed by the amount of 35mm cameras there. Do you hear that? You hear Freddie Mercury saying, "Come on, you fuckers," from time to time on this record. You can hear that he's trying to get something out of them, which is not fully working. Does that make the performance bad? Oh, hell no. It is so incredibly good. This show is just mesmerizing. Buy it on Blu-ray, buy it on vinyl. Both sound incredible. And it is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And as a matter of fact, in January, some theaters around the world will be showing the film on IMAX screens. So I'm definitely going to check that out. On number 4 spot, Queen Rock Montreal. Now, on the number 3 spot, a show that is just 1 year later. And it is released on Blu-ray. It is released on vinyl. Vinyl is just way too expensive. And what I have here is the DVD that I bought when I was 15 years old. Queen on Fire Live at the Bowl. This is their 1982 show at Milton, Keynes at the Bowl. And I have ranked this as exceptionally high because this is from the Hot Space Tour. And the Hot Space album was not their most popular album. They had a little bit more funkier tunes, It had some great hits on there. I love Hot Space. And it has a very dry sound. I like the dry sound, but most of the Queen fans agree. Playing those Hot Space tracks live really gives them another edge and really adds another layer to the songs. Now, this is also an interesting DVD and show because this is one of the rare shows in which they played most of their album tracks during a tour. So this is a very diverse set list. It has songs like Action This Day, which is really awesome, and they nail it. The version of Somebody to Love they do here is perhaps the best version ever. They have Play the Game from the Game album. They have Backchat. Backchat, it's really funky, great song. The Save Me here, the version of Save Me, perhaps my favorite. Might also be a 1979 tour one. Fat Bottom Girls, they nail it. Sheer Heart Attack, this edition is incredible. This is one of their best 80s shows. They are seriously on fire. Beautiful tour, beautiful show, and you can hear that they are trying to sell the album. And they are selling the album. Queen on Fire, live at the Bowl. At the third spot. Now, number 2. Which might be a surprise because I actually put this in my list of favorite top 5 Queen albums, but I'm gonna do some alterations. I'm also gonna do a new Queen top 5 studio albums because I should really split the two. So here are 2 different videos. So there will be another video with top 5 studio albums. On the number 2 spot, and this box is somewhat of a treasure of mine, Queen Live the Rainbow 74. Now, this box contains 4 pieces of vinyl from 2 different tours. As a matter of fact, there is the Rainbow Show from the Queen Sheer Heart Attack tour from 1974 and from the Queen 2 tour. Both incredible tours. And this box, I put it in the top 5 best Queen albums because it shows us a Queen most of us have not seen, but which is mesmerizingly good. The way they are playing here, the technical abilities, the incredible symphonic rock they are making here, with just 4 people, they are technically almost perfect, and the energy is just amazing. The way these 3 voices sound, the vocals, the harmonies, it is somewhat of a miracle. I'm serious, this is somewhat of a miracle. And perhaps should have been on the number 1 spot, but I'm putting the number 1 spot to a different show because I have some melancholy reasons and some iconography reasons. If you are a rock fan, if you're a music fan, if you want to hear one of the best sounding, because they record this for a live album, which just got released a couple of years ago, I believe 10 years ago. If you want to hear one of the technical, most perfect live performances ever, this is the way to go. Queen Live at the Rainbow. It's mesmerizing good. Now, on the number 1 spot, I'm gonna talk to some of the live releases. What I did not put on the number 1 spot is this one, A Night at the Odeon. It's the 1975 Queen Hammersmith Odeon show on Christmas Eve, which was filmed by the BBC. Quality is good. Their performance is rather good, though they sound a bit tired, may I say. And it's not just the sound of the performance, also the sound of the Odeon. The audio quality is just not what the Rainbow Show is. The tracklist does resemble the Rainbow Show a lot. It's a good show. I think it's a must-have Blu-ray. It's just not in the top 5 of best Queen stuff. Now, putting that over here. The first live release official live release Queen did during their career was the Live Killers. This is not a bad live album, but it's a compilation, and it has some issues. You can clearly hear their cutting. It does take away the feeling that you're listening to an entire show. Setlist is good, performance is good, but there are more iconic shows. But if you come across it, please buy it. It's not a bad album at all. And this is a bad album, however. The Queen Live Magic, which is also a compilation of the Magic Tour, but they actually added it in songs. only interesting for Queen collectors, in my opinion, because some of these songs are actually from the Networth show, the Networth 1986 show, which is their last show. But overall, bad edited live album, and not worthwhile, especially if you take a look at what I've got on number one. I'm gonna hold another DVD because the LP is just way too expensive. This is where it started for me. Queen live at Wembley. This was the DVD I bought when I was 14 years old. I just got into music, and everywhere around our town, all the DVD stores had this one on play constantly live at Wembley. I bought it for about 32 euros, which was a hell of a lot of money for me when I was 14 years old, and I've never regretted it. This show, I just watched it again last week because of the holidays. For me, it's part of ending the year. It is so tight. The performance is so exceptional. And the way Freddie Mercury stands in front of Wembley Stadium, as if all these people were born to be his audience. He holds them in the palm of his hands and he plays the audience. He plays the music, he plays the camera as a master. Queen live at Wembley is one of the most beautiful concert films ever. Shot on VHS, or not a VHS video, so the quality is not as mesmerizing as Budapest or Montreal. But when looking at this DVD, it doesn't matter. It's pure representation of one of the most iconic performances by a band. So what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.